Chris Hadfield will take to the skies once again today, but this time he will be staying in the Earth's atmosphere. The former commander of the International Space Station will fly in formation with the Canadian Forces flight demonstration team, the Snowbirds, later this afternoon in Quebec. Chris Hadfield is joining us this morning from the Gatineau Airport. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. It's nice to be talking with you, Marcia.
So what does it mean for you to fly with the Snowbirds?
Well, at the most personal level, it's just every, I think, young Canadian's dream to have a chance to get into a very capable airplane and fly the beautiful capability, the beautiful formation that the Snowbirds can do. They're the best in the world. I'm going to be in that airplane behind me, which is one of Canada's historic airplanes. And it's the only show I think the Snowbirds are doing in the Ottawa region all year. So to have a chance at the end of their show here at the Gatineau Airport to get airborne in a piece of Canadians' history, join up on their wing and tie that history to what the military is doing now to what we're all capable of. It's just a real dream for me.
I bet. And you took a photo from the space station of the Snowbirds flying. What is it going to be like, do you think, to see the formations from an entirely different perspective? And when you were taking that photo, did you ever think, hey, someday I might be part of that?
So I was on the space station, and it was 3 o'clock in the morning, but for the Snowbirds, they were practicing out in British Columbia, and we were coming across just near Comox over the water, and we'd organized it in advance, and the Snowbirds were flying across the water, all line abreast, with all their smoke on, hoping I could see them from the space station. And I didn't know if I'd see them or not, but I got the camera ready, and I could see it with my naked eye. In 6 months in space, it was one of the few times I ever saw anything move on Earth. Earth is like a still life. And so it was like I was there with them to be able to take pictures. It's in the second book, that picture, because it was so special to me. And now today, to be tucked into formation with them, everybody working hard to stay in formation. I'll be working hard in that F-86 here at Vintage Wings with them as well. We have a whole bunch of students here from the region, almost 1,000 students, as well as opening to the public this afternoon if people want to come and watch and see the F-18 fly as well. And it's a beautiful sunny day, so I'm a lucky Canadian.
I bet you feel that way. And what have the practices or the rehearsals been like? What's been the greatest challenge for you?
Well, I treat everything sort of pretty seriously that way. I look at what I'm being asked to do, what sort of risk am I going to take, what preparation do I need. I flew this over Quebec. It's been 106 years since Canada first flew, and so I helped get this airplane flying back 6 years ago on the 100th anniversary of flight in Canada. And but I had to refresh everything in my mind, make sure I'm going to be a safe pilot in it, a competent pilot, and therefore show everybody who comes out to see it today what the history of aviation is like and what opportunities exist for young Canadians right now.
All right, before we let you go, tell us about the Hadfield Summit. You're also there for that as well. What's that all about?
I teach at university, and I work typically via Skype with schools all across the country all the time. But once a year, we organize a leadership summit for youth here. It's hosted at the Vintage Wings hangar here at Gatineau. And we're bringing in students from Boys and Girls Club, from the Salvation Army, from the Army Air and Sea Cadets, from the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. About almost 1,000 kids are here. And I want them to see the things that are possible for Canadians. Maryse Carmichael, who was the lead of the Snowbirds, she'll be here speaking. Jean Chrétien is here to speak as well, and myself, to talk about some of the amazing things that have happened, the history from an aviation side, but what that means for personal inspiration and the ideas of leadership and the opportunities that exist, and maybe help some people see some things that they can do with their lives they might not have seen otherwise. For me, it's a real lovely come around of everything that I've been taught and given in my life, and I'm really looking forward to the events of the day.
Chris Hadfield, always great to have you with us. Thanks so much.
Nice to talk with you, and happy Canada Day.
Thank you. Same to you. And we are going to have a link of today's air show and to the Snowbirds 2015 schedule on our website, canadaam.ctvnews.ca.